Hello everyone, my name is Ekaterina Kardakova. I'm an opera singer, voice and public speaking coach, but also I'm a founder of Creative Tech Lab. In this video I want to talk to you about the profits of art, because I convinced that it's very important to do art, and I would like to explain what kind of skills you develop when you do art, because I think that for the most people it's still not clear enough what is culture, what is art, and why do we need it. There is also pretty many interesting research which shows that people who do art, and under art I mean music, playing instrument, painting, drawing, dancing, doing acting or theater, writing, creative writing, any kind of art, any kind of action where you create something through your emotions, through your inner state of mind, or with your out of your inner state of mind. This is what I called art. And there is a research, many researches, which shows that people who do art, especially kids, in particular kids who do art, are so much better in school and so much better in a long term in life, that these creative skills really make them successful. Also in business, we pretty often, it doesn't matter what you do, where you work, but I'm pretty sure you often hear like, oh, we have to be so creative, and creativity, oh, and blah blah blah, everything is so creative and creative. But how many people are really creative? I think not so many. For me, and I'm an artist, I'm a musician since I'm a little child, I think that pretty few people are really creative, and the rest just call it art. In art it's so funny, sometimes you go to an exhibition or you go somewhere and you don't understand, especially modern art, right? I'm sorry, I'm not always understand what they do, and everyone who doesn't understand like me, they always say, oh, look at this, it's so arty, it's so arty. And I say anything like, But this video is not about this, about the profits of art, of the process. Another thing, if you understand the art of other people or not, it's another question. Also, just want to give you an example. I had a student for pretty many years. We were doing almost everything. We were singing, playing piano, composing, improvising, any kind of really art in terms of music, what I can do the best. And my student, he was a data scientist. He was so good in maths. He was so he learned so fast, he understood all these things so fast, he had a fantastic endurance to start to do things, because when you start to play the piano, for example, when you're 40, sometimes it's a little bit hard, because your muscles doesn't know how to play with your fingers. The body is, and the brain is freaking out how you can play, and you do the rhythm and melody and so on and so on. So pretty many people who start to play the piano a little bit later can be at the beginning a little frustrated, but there are so many profits if you go through all these frustrations and you start to enjoy the process and you see the results, not only in playing or creating something, but first of all in your mindset. And this is what I want to point out right now. So what are the profits? Why you should do art in any kind of expression? I wrote down 7 points which I think are very important for life, for your inner state of mind, for your mental health. And I would like to start with the first one. It's the state of flow. So what is a state of flow? When you create something, when you write a story, or for example, you're thinking about a post for a job or for your friends, or you sing a song, you learn a song, you are in a process, in a state of mind of a real flow. So you are right now and right here without any other negative, most of the time, unfortunately, negative thoughts. Without any kind of thoughts. You're just so in your process of doing thing. Yeah, of doing this thing. And this is very important, because when you more often you are in a state of flow, more happier or happier you are, because this state really gives you the opportunity to get out of your different negative thoughts or your difficult period of life, whatever. You're right here, right now, doing thing, and you're focused on it. And this is the second profit of doing art. When you do any kind of creative work, you are learning to lead your focus. And this is very important, because when you know how to lead your focus, when you understand the most important thing, that where the focus goes, the energy flows. And when you understand where you spend your focus on what and where your energy goes, and why you're sometimes feeling sad, feeling exhausted physically, physically exhausted, ask yourself, where do you put your focus on, right? And of course, social media drives your focus crazy, because they just take your focus to get your energy. They suck your energy. So be careful while dumb scrolling, when you scroll a social media or you watch something. Be careful and observe yourself. What are you focusing on? Where your energy goes. If you want to have more energy to do some other stuff, for example, go to the gym or go for a run or meet your friends, and you want to have more time and energy for people you love, think about how you lead your focus, or do some art. Third thing I would like to point out is that art develops your abstract thinking. What is an abstract thinking? The artists, as I said, musicians, painters, writers, all the people who do art, they pursue the outer world very differently. How differently? Is that when you do art, you develop the sense of, for example, different colors, different textures, this diversity around you. You discover or you pursue the world around you, the nature, all the things around you differently. You see it clearly, and you see it in a more positive way. Yeah, so you pursue, but first of all, you pursue this picture not in a very small detail, so you pursue it in a, like a puzzle, but all these small things are all together. And why the abstract thinking helps you in your life, that I think so many people are so focused on negative thoughts or on some problems. They really cannot get out of this, crisis. They always think about, they're so focused on these small things. The abstract thinking gives you the opportunity to see anything from above, in a big pictures, with also small different edited things, right? I hope you understand what I mean. So it really brings you out of these small negative situations and gives you a big picture of this situation. And this is what many people cannot do and don't develop, and what you can really develop and improve with the art. You can see the picture from the side. It's a very important thing. Next, Fourth point is that art activates lots of parts of your brain. So basically, doing art is a brain training. And this what I said in the beginning, the researchers try to show why all the people, and in particular kids, should do as much as possible art in school, that they train the brain. For example, when you write with your hand, when you write, while the writing process, you activate only 4 parts in your brain. 4. When you play an instrument, you activate 43 parts in your brain. 4 or 43. When you sing, you activate about 47 parts in your brain. The biggest, the activist art thing for your brain is belly dancers, because there is also interesting research of neuroscientists who put these magnets on a head and trying to fix what is happening in the brain while belly dancing, and they were shocked, positively but shocked. What is happening in the brain? How active is the brain while dancing? I mean, besides that, the belly is a really, really hard work physically, but it also takes so much emotion with. So the belly dancers that not only doing different physical movements, but they also, hearing the music, the rhythm, the feelings, the emotions, so many things. So this is also very important. If you want to train your brain, do the art. Next, 5th thing is that art, as I said before, when you do art, you pursue the world differently. But first of all, you not only pursue different colors and textures, but you also train to focus on good things, on beautiful things. Because art, for everyone, for us, art is something special. Let's take a song. It's a beautiful song, or you heard the song, you liked it. Why you liked it? Because this song woke up an emotion inside of you, and this emotion really, makes you happy, or maybe not happy, but brings you into balance, in a psychological balance, in a very good state of mind. So when you do art, you train your brain to concentrate on good things. An example, I give this example pretty often, that when I ask my students, tell me about your 5 good qualities, what you can do the best. People start thinking, what can I do the best? What can I do? They can say 1, 2 qualities, that's all. And if I ask them, what do you think, what you are not good enough yet? Oof, the list is so long, extremely long. It means that people, the mostly time, focus on not enoughness, not good enough, instead of focusing on what can I do the best? What makes me happy? Why do I experience this emotion? And this is the next 6th point I would like to highlight, is that when you do art, you work with your emotions, meaning that you learn how to understand yourself, you improve your emotional intelligence, and you express emotions through your art. And this also what helps you to understand yourself better. Why do you react on some things? How you react? Maybe good, maybe not so good. So understanding your emotions and expressing them in a creative, let's say, in a creative art or in a creative way, you train yourself to understand your emotion and to understand, first of all, why do you react on particular things, how you react. I mean, especially if you get angry, or you have some fears, or you experience some other negative emotions. So you can understand better where do they come from. Art helps you with that, because art is based on emotions. For doing art, doing any kind of creative work, you first of all concentrate on this state of mind, on the flow, on a positive flow, on your emotions. And the next point, the seventh point, is that art helps you to improve your intuition. Many people nowadays are so logical, rational, analytical. Everything should be counted before everything should happen. Yeah, but you never know what will happen in a couple of minutes. So let it go. Let all this control just go away. Stay now and here with your flow. And the intuition really helps you to figure out what you like to do, where you want to go. Actually, about this stuff I talked in my last video about how to find the perfect job. Watch that video. So if you want to understand yourself better, do art. You improve your intuition. As an example also, almost 100 years ago, in 1927, here in Berlin, the German artist, the German movie maker, what's his name? His name was Fritz Lang. He created a short movie, which is called Metropolis. It's a story about that people live with the machines, with robots. It was 1927. Of course, this is the all this industrial revolution, the first machines, and people were so excited about the machines because everything was growing so fast. But can you imagine that the artist, could predict that 100 years later we are really living with the machines? We can't imagine our life without our mobile phones, computers, any kind of devices in the kitchen or in our life. And his intuition, it's just a pure intuition, not only excitement about this machine and the development. The intuition, what will happen in the future. And this develops art. The artists always have much better intuition than people who think logical and rational. So if you would like to add something, or you have questions, write me in the comments below. I am always interested and happy to see your comments. And thanks a lot for your support with your likes. If you like this video, please share it, subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.